it going? Adam here. If you're watching this video, you might be A, on my blog, or B, on my YouTube channel. And if you're on my YouTube channel, I suggest going to my blog, adamamachias.com/blog. Basically, I'm going to cover everything I cover before I show you the photos, but in video form. So if you don't want to read, you can watch this video. If you want to read, I'll talk to you later. Or you can do both, whatever you want. Anyway, All Time Low Arena Tour UK was a co-headline tour with Unit 6, which means both bands were billed equally, although Unit 6 did close the night. However, both of them were the same level. So, All Time Low, Unit 6 next to each other. During the show, All Time Low, Unit 6, one on top of the other. Anyway, I was hired by All Time Low to photograph them every day, and then provide them with social content for the next day. So basically, I would shoot all day, every day, and then the next day they would have photos from the prior day to post on their Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever they want. Whatever they want to do with them. They can even print them out and send them to their mother, if they please. But the idea is so that they have social content. And a lot of times people ask me what my job is, and basically my job is to provide the people I work with nice-looking photos that accurately depict the size of their shows and the shape of their face. That's my job. Make people look good. So, tour was five days, basically bigger cities in the UK, and the shows were about 9,000 to 14,000 people, which is the biggest tour I've ever done, and it was awesome. My favorite part about big shows is not only is there a huge crowd to be in front of the band and be put in the images, but the lighting packages and the production for the tour is so much bigger. And yeah, it would be cool if when I started touring I was with big bands like Metallica or the Foo Fighters, but I don't know those guys. I've known All Time Low for like 6 years, and it's kind of cool to have started with them. They're a lot smaller, and now gotten to this point where they're a lot bigger. To me, that means a lot more, and I can put more time to the photos and the work I do for them because I kind of have like a personal connection with them, and that's what I like. Anyway, I figured I'd give you a little bit of a rundown of my daily routine, what was expected of me, and how I did it. And then if you want to see the outcome, you can just give this blog a quick scroll through and check out the images. But my goal for the tour: get images for the band every day, and make sure those images are something special. Yeah, I have to shoot some images that are like, hey, this is one of the guys on stage, hey, this is another guy on stage. But most of the time I want to provide a different look, because I have access. I can go on stage, backstage, in front of stage, up in the stand, shoot from basically anywhere. And I gotta use that to my advantage, because that's why the band has me there. To do that, I wake up early every day. This whole tour I was going to bed at 1 or 2 or 3 at night, and then waking up around 7 or 8 or 9. Just depends on what I was doing. And I could do that. I could pretty much operate on no sleep because it was just 5 days, and I'm used to 5 weeks. So this was a pretty quick stint for me. But anyway, woke up early, and I would set up some remote cameras, and we're just going to touch on that now because I'm going to make another video that definitely covers all of that. But I'd set up 2 remote cameras, 2 60s, and then I would have my 5D Mark III on my hand. So each show I shot 3 different cameras. And I did this because there's certain areas that I want to get to during the show that only have an hour and 15 minutes to shoot. So I had to make sure I was in the right places at the right time. And I didn't want to have to run to front of house, which is like basically the middle of the venue, just to take a stage shot every time I wanted it, when I could just set up a camera right there to take it in one. So I did that. The band had a few rehearsal days, so I went to those, and that's when I basically mapped out where I would be for each song. I got this book one time at a photography conference. It's probably the most useful thing I ever picked up from a photography conference, and I took like 20 of them. Sorry, but thank you, iStock Photo, because I use them. And what I use them for is making a song list of every song that the band plays, and then each song has a timeline. You can see this line right here. It looks kind of like this. Let me draw it for you behind me here. It looks kind of like this. Let's say the song is called Time Bomb. And for Time Bomb, starts over here, and it ends over here. And we got a timeline the whole way through. Try to make it a little thicker because I know it's hard to see, but that's the timeline. So song starts, it ends, maybe it's like 4 minutes long. I don't really keep track of the time. But for each song a band plays, they kind of have a rough routine they do. That's not intentional. They just do it every song. It's kind of a muscle memory thing for them. So for example, at Time Bomb, the whole band jumps right here. And then maybe at this point, the whole crowd is lit up. And so what I do is I put a little mark there. But instead of just putting a dot, I actually put a letter. So for a crowd shot, I put a C. And for a jump shot, I put a J. And if it's all 3, I'll put ×3. Things like that. And then for those shots, I can make sure that every night I'm properly prepared for them. In addition, there was pyro. I definitely mark that down. And it's pretty much whatever makes sense for me. So for pyro, I use a P. And that's how that works. I guess before I continue, I'm going to erase this just so it's not behind my head. 1 second. So that's how I shoot a concert. It's not exactly just a random go to a spot and hope that something cool happens. I have a loose schedule that helps me make sure that I get the shots I need and that I get those cool looking shots every day. Lighting stays the same every day. Pyro stays the same. And things like jumping and where the guys might be roughly during the set stay the same as well. It's loose, but it works, and it's enough for me to cancel out as much of the luck as I can and get the shots that I want for a live show. But yeah, wake up every morning, set up 2 cameras, have my other one, and then basically in the morning I would finish editing any images that I didn't get done the night before. And that just depends on how active the band was the night before. If they stayed in, then I would stay out with them, and maybe I wouldn't have much to do so I could get my work done. If they went out, I would go out with them, and I would have to shoot. So I want to get my editing done. Some days, because I would shoot with the remote cameras, I would have like 4,000 photos. It was insane. And it would take me like 4 hours to edit because I would have to go through each one of those and find my favorite shots. I'd do it quickly while I was on the road and then revisit it once I got home for portfolio purposes. But while on the road, I still had to go through each one and at least scan over it to find a good shot. So yeah, editing could take a long time. So it was better for me to get it done at night, but sometimes I was just too tired. It just depended. In addition to that, we're in the UK, so I had jet lag, so that was also very difficult. So check back in like a month or so. I'll have a remote shooting blog up. It's going to show you how I shot the shows with remote cameras, and I'll show you all the gear I used on tour. Until then, enjoy the images. This is more just an intro to the blog. And if you have any questions, leave a comment, and I will do my best to help you out. Alright, I'll talk to you later.